All you athletes that are here today, continue breaking down the barriers and thinking about what you're about to do on this mat. Continue what you're good at. Find your inner strength. Show that inner strength here today. And always be encouraged by your family and friends. Continue that support, because every child here, everybody here needs it. So, honestly, with examples of me and many others that are out there, you can achieve your dreams when you have the right support around you, from friends, family, everybody that you're around. Find the heart of everyone around you and truly listen to who you are. It's who you are that will help you achieve your goals and dreams. And listening also to the advocates that are out there as well, because you are all advocates as well. That at the heart of it, we are all the same. So let's get out on this mat probably and show that inner strength.
I absolutely love it. It helps with the sensory because most of them don't like being touched. And this one's hyperactive. He likes to, it actually calms him down. But the other one, he doesn't like to be touched, so it helps him with the learning to trust people and that it's okay if someone touches you.
Well, the Riverside Youth Judo Club is one of the programs of the Riverside Police Foundation. About 5 years ago, we started a non-profit 501c3 foundation to help support the police departments and the city's youth programs. And since that time, the Youth Judo program has been one of our most successful programs, and it's developed into something that nobody really anticipated that it would. It's a very competitive judo club for typical young people, but we also, through a series of circumstances, found out that we had the ability to help special needs children, and that there were a lot of special needs children that needed the help. And we learned some things about the effect of judo on children with autism and other disabilities, and we found out that for many of them, it's the best thing that can happen. We've seen some kids that, for the first time, are walking on their own, and run on their own. And many of the kids with developmental disabilities who didn't want to be touched or touch other people, they're on the mat, rolling around and putting holds on each other and tackling each other, and that is really neat to see.
The fact that it's one of the few that even happens anywhere around the world. Like, I know there's a few places in like Poland and Germany, but here in America, it's like they don't have any. They don't really have anything to really recognize people with like special needs and stuff like that. So the fact that we even have one is just like cool.
I think for me, I think it's really cool because it encourages the kids just to get out and try something new.
Like judo and things like that, it keeps us active, keeps our minds alert and ready for life's, I'm not saying life's challenges, because even though the word challenges can be swayed different ways, just having the drive and doing what we're passionate about, finding our voice and using our voice to our advantage.
I'd call it in a lot of cases miraculous, and I know a lot of people use that word, but when I say miraculous, what I'm talking about is a kid who's never walked before in their life, a kid that was in a wheelchair who started coming to our class and we just basically do almost like a advanced form of physical therapy, but they're wearing a judo gi, they're out there with other judo kids who are supportive, and now this kid's walking. And he's starting to do a little bit of judo now. We have, for example, Kendra, who has charge syndrome. She had never run a day in her life. She's running and hopping now. The girl has no fluid in her inner ear. She shouldn't be able to walk at all, but she's running and doing all sorts of incredible stuff. So, I mean, that's just a couple examples of probably a dozen just miraculous things we've seen with our kids in judo.
I think it's prepping the kids. So basically, by the time they come to the tournament, they have to be ready for everything. So they should be ready, for like our autistic kids are a lot of times sensitive to noise, to all the attention, to the intensity. So, basically we have to just get ready before the tournament. So we got to get ready for the intensity, the noise, all the attention. And so basically, at the tournament, they already got to be ready. So there's not really anything we could do here. If they're not ready here, then they're going to probably have a hard time. But today went pretty smooth.
Yeah. got gym moms in that place. Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So, we hold this once a year. But basically, there isn't really anything like this around except, for the Special Olympics, which isn't, every year. So, the last Special Olympics, there weren't any, special needs judo players from the U.S., which is a shame because basically, we don't have, all those tournaments all the time that would get these kids ready for that. And we just started finding out recently that in Europe, they have special needs judo tournaments all the time and in different countries. So the kids in Europe, they're able to go, they'll go to Holland 1 year like in January, and then go to France in March, and then go to the Netherlands in another month. So basically they're hopping from place to place and practicing this out throughout the year. So that's why they probably have a stronger presence in the Special Olympics judo world because of that.
Actually, that's one of the things we're trying to do. We're trying to reach a national level. That's one of the requirements of the Special Olympics, is that we actually have a national event. But you're right, we do need to get other states on board with this, and we're hoping we could set an example. A lot of folks are a little concerned, special needs kids are a lot of work, special needs programs, a lot of work, a lot of liability. Well, it is no more than any other group of kids. Special developing kids are just like typical kids, in some ways too much. They have good days, they have bad days, they'll have temper tantrums, they'll, whatever it is. But I just think it's so important to have this component so that you have kids that can really help overcome their disabilities. But yeah, we would like to see it at a national level.
Oh, it's outstanding. I mean, it's a little bit more relaxed when you're working with special needs because it's about safety and the rules that normally we feel that we don't want to give a Shido because they're little or something. And here we have that latitude to give Shidos when we want and talk through the kids to help them learn and develop.
We're actually looking at several of our kids right now. Some of the considerations for the Special Olympics are a little different than what we're doing here today. So what you saw today was truly special developing kids. Kids within the autism spectrum, kids with intellectual disability, kids with cerebral palsy, kids with Down syndrome. The Special Olympics only allows kids who are intellectually disabled. So we're talking about an IQ of around 70, roughly, which is considered low. So that's the only thing the Special Olympics really considers. We take it a kind of a notch above that. And I would say only half of my kids would actually qualify for the Special Olympics, even though they have cerebral palsy. And then a lot of forms of autism, they're very high functioning intellectually. So